Today I'm going to take a look at the Lindsay Clancy trial that's taking place right now as of from July this year, 2026. The event around Lindsay's crime is that she's being charged with, pleaded not guilty, was January 24th, 2023, where she is being charged with the murder of her 3 children. She's being charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, and she has pleaded not guilty. The prosecution alleges that Lindsay acted deliberately, while defense argues that she experienced postpartum psychosis and lacked criminal responsibility. So it's a really interesting case. Now, if you take a look here, the partner, just to look at him, he's got those eyes, the eyes that you see. It's actually Sempako eyes that you see on some serial killers. It's interesting because looking back through some of the photos of him in previous years, he didn't have those eyes. So maybe this whole case or this whole situation, losing the 3 children, has been a traumatic event, and that's the reason that his eyes look like that now. Maybe it's something more. A lot of people in the comments, when you read any videos, they are all pointing fingers at the partner, that he done it, for many different reasons. Now, she had damage to her neck, like from the window coming down on her neck. So I don't know how she was able to talk to ever apparently admit to the crimes of killing the children in the basement, when I don't know how she was able to talk. A lot of people feel that way. She fell out of the window and her body temperature dropped to 82 degrees, which apparently is very dangerous. So she was in the hospital and apparently admitted to it. So honestly, I don't know how that happened, but was she even lucid? Yeah, there's just so much to question here. But what the defense, well, we're not up to the defense's arguments yet in court, but they're going to be arguing that she was experiencing postpartum psychosis and lacked criminal responsibility. He is not on trial in this case. This is a trial of Lindsay Clancy. Was she responsible for the murder of her children? Popular opinion, the internet, the algorithm, most of them say that she didn't do it. That's popular opinion, is that she didn't do it. And while he is testifying to certain things, and there's so many holes in different things, and Reddington, the defense lawyer for Lindsay, he's being touted as a hero for women's events, so women's rights and looking after women, because he does do a lot of those cases. So he's actually greatly admired by many. But he seems to be, going after, when he's got the partner on the stand, he's really going after him. But he's not on trial, so he cannot be charged. He's not on trial. The trial here is Lindsay. So I'm going to ask some questions about it. Basically, did she do it? Was it a moment of psychosis, and did she do it, or is this just a cover-up? Is this a staged event? Is this made it look like she's done it, being a staged event? I think I'm going to read with the investigation article today. Okay, straight away I'm going to ask, did Lindsay commit the crime? Did Lindsay Clancy commit the crime of murdering her 3 children? Okay, this is card reading only. It's all alleged. There's no facts here when it comes to the card reading portion of this. This is the Empress, the mother figure. This is representing Lindsay's energy here, and this is what I'm asking around Lindsay's energy. There was a confrontation around, I would say, her and a partner. Crime of opportunity. Trying to get freedom, or somebody has freedom. Somebody wanting freedom. A family connection. Okay, what I'm getting around to these cards, the stranger known to me, is that the way she's seeing the situation unfold is strange. She's not seeing it clearly. So I wonder if that's because, now there might have been some kind of, she was on prescription drugs, so maybe there was a bit of drugs involved there, prescription medication I should say, involved here. the reason why she can't have a full clarity of picture. Psychosis also is the same thing. So it's like she's blindfolded, she's not in a body. She doesn't have a clear view of actually committing it. She's not in a right mind. It doesn't say she's not in a right mind, but it's possibly even because the situation is strange, separate from her, unknown to her. She's separated herself. She's separated from the situation in that she doesn't have a clear remembrance or a clear picture of the event. It's strange. It's in a strange form. So it almost feels like delirium or psychosis. I don't know what psychosis is like, but there's a whether that's medication or psychosis, there's something here going on around the whole thing. The way it's being viewed or perceived is not clear. It's not clear in her mind because of the psychosis or the medication about the event itself. And you know what? And this is horrific. This really is horrific crime. When they were talking about the autopsy on the daughter Cora, the cry that come out of her, the guttural cry, and as an empath, you know that's real. There was no faking. That was so real. You felt it. You felt that energy. And I challenge anyone, really, empath or not, to not feel that was real and feel the energies of the emotion of that. And they had to stop the trial on that day. But what I'm seeing is there is a family connection here, a crime of opportunity. But from her standpoint, the whole situation is strange and unclear, whether that's delirium, whether that's psychosis, or whether that's medication. The whole situation, so it's not premeditated, it's not intentional, it's not like she had a clear picture of it. It's like she's distant and removed, or she's removed from the situation in some way, whether that's because she didn't do it and she's either seen it through delirium but didn't see it clearly, or whether that's because the psychosis or the medication wasn't in a right mind. But it's showing me she's removed from the situation. She's there's something where it's not physically her there. She's not, and I don't know how you might want to take that, but she's removed from the situation in the way that she remembers it, or the way that it's perceived or she's seen. Doesn't have a clear picture. It's very strange the way it's coming through. It's like it didn't record as her doing it. She's removed from the situation in some way. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is walking down the stairs down to the basement, put in a place. So that's where the children were. They were downstairs in the basement. So this is what they're showing here. But they're saying more than one involved is what the cards are saying. All alleged, the cards are saying more than one involved. Something around a drain. Now it doesn't say DNA evidence, but I'm wondering if there's something in the drains. Like washed down somewhere, washed down. Judgment, harsh sentence. She's facing a harsh sentence. That's for her case. So she's facing a harsh sentence here. But there's something hidden here. There's hidden knowledge or hidden information. Now, whether she's keeping that information hidden or there's somebody else is keeping that information hidden, but why are we seeing more than one person involved here? Exposing secrets that are hidden knowledge being exposed. I think we're going to see some things exposed when we start to get more of the defense side of the trial. Showing downstairs, put in a room. So the cards are on it. They're showing where the case happened, where it happened with the children. This is the Temperance card, life in balance. Temperance always gives me alcohol or substance abuse. Actually, what it's saying is that her life was in balance. Her life was in balance. She survived. It was like medication, risks, the window on her neck, and then out in the cold outside the building. She survived all of that. That's why I think with this case, so many people are, okay, let's just ask the cards, because that's what we're here for. Did she do all those things to herself? Because she moved this heavy bed away from the window too, apparently. So let's ask the cards, did she do all of those things to herself? Okay, so again, showing me mask, and this is showing me not seeing clearly, not seeing clearly. Moon. This is the moon card. Now, in my decks, I always give my moon cards no and my sun cards yes. So I'm not taking this as masked. I'm taking this as the moon no. Look at the history though. Look at the history of the relationship, because there'll be key information there. Rumors and lies. This one here says rumors and lies. Use discernment. Deals made. Arguments. And the vehicle. So maybe having to look at vehicle activity around that time. Any other vehicles or strange vehicles or any other camera footage of vehicles. Who else was in the area? But did she do all those things to herself? It says use discernment, could be rumors and lies. Moon card means no. Now I've got the time sensitive card, but I have an appointment this morning, so the cards are just telling me that I've got like 5 minutes left before I have to leave for my appointment. So I'm going to pull one more spread on this case, but I'm going to go to my softer deck, which is my connections oracle, and just see what messages want to come through around this case. Okay, super sad, this energy. She is in a very fragile state because of her injuries, because of what she's been through. Foolish moment of weakness. She was weak. She was in a weak state. Now, was she weak state mentally or physically? Affection, embracing, needing hugs. This is giving me vibes of the children. But this is showing her state being fragile and weak. A foolish moment of weakness. Okay, what happened? My first time reading this case. I have been looking at it. It comes up all over my algorithm, so I do see it a lot. So I should have done this first, as normally what I lead with when I do a spread of a case for the first time. I normally lead with what the cards want to say about what happened. And this is where I should have led with. Money involved. Look, and I don't want to be graphic here with this, but it's showing in the cards. Pointing as we go, I am safe now. This is the children. They were in an unsafe situation. They're safe now. So that's normally what I get through when somebody's been through something traumatic that's passed over. And they're saying I am safe now, which means they're through it. They're past that. They're on the other side. So that's when I see that I am safe now. Father figure card on the table. As I'm shuffling, was it him? Was it her? What happened? Tell me what happened. Money involved. There is money involved here. There's money involved with this case. It could possibly be insurances. Maybe the sale of a house. There's definitely money. Money here to the father. They're divorced now, and he's remarried to somebody that he was in love with a long time ago. She was with somebody else. She's now available, and they've divorced in this time because this event happened back in 2023. So he's now remarried. Definitely money involved in this case though. So we see domestic violence and abuse here in this, and we see, look, happened in the home, happened in the house. Could be abuse, domestic violence, or some kind of abuse in the home as well. And then we see this, the card here, it says hostage or trade. It's not hostage or trade or anything like that. They're just showing the imagery, and it was like a exercise band. So that's just an image-based card in the house, in the basement. We saw in the cards where we went down the stairs, in a room, put in the basement, and they're now showing in a graphic kind of way of what's happened there. But other stuff that was going on around this case or in the home was some kind of abuse, some kind of domestic violence. Then we see money involved in this, so greed or money changing hands, and that did happen, went to the father. We see that the father figure energy around this case. We see Wheel of Fortune, payback, turning from one to another. When the wheel turns from one to another. Knows too much. Maybe there's a wrong direction here. and person is known. So the person that did it was known to the children, which is obvious. So that's kind of obvious. Interesting though that we have the father figure energy come up when I was shuffling there, considering what I was asking. So I'm going to leave this case here now. It's my first time tapping in. No real questions here, just the basic information around it. As the case develops, there may be some more, especially when the defense steps in, maybe more questions. But yeah, this is a gut-wrenching, really sad case. Yeah, I'm going to leave this one here. So thank you so much for watching.